Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and welcome back to another episode of the Drill Dozer Let's Play. And just want to go and kind of let you guys know before I get myself into this episode for today is that this episode is going to be a post-audio production. And the reason why is because during this episode, I was actually coming back from work, and it was a little bit late at night, and I kind of didn't really want to go and have to go through a commentary type of video. So instead, I just kind of just recorded myself actually playing throughout Drill Dozer here and trying to accomplish out here with 3-1. Now we actually do go into 3-2 as well, which I do have to say 3-2 is actually one of my favorite type of areas so far within our time here within Drill Dozer, which is really cool because we actually do get to use our Drill Dozer underwater for the very first time. But how we need to go and do something like that is that we have to go and do a little bit of a mini sub-boss battle to get ourselves with the propeller, which that's going to be happening later on within this episode. But yeah, for this part here, you kind of have to kind of drill your Drill Dozer on the tail there, and then kind of hopefully line yourself up properly. And with that being said in mind, we now got ourselves with the victory against this annoying possessed statue, which that is what the actual name of this boss is actually known as, which that is kind of a simplistic little boss name, but either way, he's all done and finished with, and that was pretty good. I actually kind of really enjoyed that boss battle, though it's too bad that unfortunately it didn't have like separate other phases that kind of happened during like the detective carry type of battle, where like all of a sudden like you take out like the one part of the robot, but then it like becomes like a spaceship afterwards. But instead, like the possessed statue never had like another type of wave or something. It kind of sucks that unfortunately that never happened though. But now we're finally back with Guillermo and Grutch out here, and now we get to go and head on into the next part that is going to be happening within our time. Now, also too, while we are going throughout this episode for today, and I believe this episode is going to be like kind of around like 18 minutes, so I'll kind of let you guys know about what the other type of other video that we're also doing within these two videos for today. We are of course going to be going and jumping into some more of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We are of course going after one of the other perils of the 4 different Pokemon. I believe during these two videos, you guys are going to see me go through Chi-Yu, which that is the little fish dark fire type of fish Pokemon that we are going to be seeing during our time for that. And then I believe right on after that we got ourselves with the finale. We are of course going to be going and battling out with Ting Lu, which that is going to be the final and last of the different perils of Pokemon that we also do have to go through for that. Now, I believe I also do go and check out with the shop here to see what else that we can go and do. Unfortunately, the next one is going to be at 350, so we can't really go and grab out on the energy tank for right now, but we can go and, however, go and jump into Area 3, the Kuru Ruins, or the haunted type of temple level that's going to be going on. So now we got ourselves with the Sunken Ruins, and now we're going to be having to go through this one. Now, I have to say, the mini sub-boss battle to get ourselves with the propeller is actually really cool because like this type of boss kind of feels a little bit kind of like how like Twin Rova was like in Legend of Zelda, but this time it's a little bit different because like instead with like Twin Rova kind of being like separate identities with each other, this one they're kind of like full on like combined with each other, and they're like this big huge type of robot, which is like crazy. But here we go. So now we kind of get ourselves a little bit started off here within 3-2. And you guys are going to probably see a little bit later on the reason why that it is called the Sunken Ruins for a reason, because when we start heading into like the next part of the level, you're going to be seeing that there's going to be quite a bit of water everywhere. But first of all, we got ourselves with some of these regular skeletons. At least these guys are not the ones that kind of shoot out the poison gas, because those were really annoying during 3-1, and that was really crazy. But yeah, we just have to go through all these annoying skeleton guys out here. And it seems like these guys are really easy, so they're not all that too bad. And I think with all that being said, let's go and finally head on over there, Prox. Head on over to the next side. And yep, just have to go and knock some statues out of the way out here first. And these guys are really not all that too bad, even though that I do only have just only one gear right now. But at some point we are going to be grabbing out with all the other 3 different gears here for this one particular spot, just so that I can be able to just go and at least go and grab out with all of them for that when the next episode does happen. Then we can at least say that we got all of them and we can use them to our advantage for the next boss battle that's going to be going on. So yeah, so now Grutch is saying watch out for the water. So yeah, we don't want to be going and jumping into there right away, or else that will get ourselves a little bit of a game over, which that would not be all that too great. So yeah, so now Guillermo is just saying just kind of wait up for a little bit, and we'll do that at some point soon once we get ourselves with the propeller. Now, also, just want to let you guys know that just today, I just went and got myself with another original Game Boy, and this one is actually going to be a modded Game Boy Advance, and I'm actually really excited about that because this one I'm actually going to be going and using as for like a portable type of thing, so I could be able to go and take it around with me, because I know that I'm using my other Game Boy Advance right now as for my controller, which I'm actually using that right now for this particular episode, of course. So yeah, so now I'm just trying to figure out how exactly we're supposed to go and knock out with this boss here, but at some point we kind of have to figure out there is going to be a screw that is just kind of like what happened from before during our time with the guard robot, and we'll have to see it. So yeah, right there. So now it's going to be taking a little bit of some time, but I kind of actually edit this out here just so that you guys don't have to see me go through this whole entire lengthy process. But it is very annoying because this screw is like super annoying to literally get like for this whole entire robot to get completely destroyed out here. So yeah, it kind of took me like a few times just for me to kind of go and draw that out, and there we go. I think that's the little edit right there. I think we're getting somewhat pretty close to it now. But I have to say, this boss battle right here is actually pretty cool as well. Got a little bit like Twin Rova, kind of similar type of appearance to it. But yeah, just keep on jumping over those annoying things there. Seems like that is just not working out in our favor though, man. Come on, Prox, you got this. Yeah, just jump over and then hopefully at least try to grab it. There you go. Yeah, so far so good. Oh, okay, so here's the edit right there. I thought I already went in. I thought I saw that there was gonna be an edit there, but I guess not. But there we go. Either way, we got ourselves now with the little propeller of that time, and now we can finally get ourselves with the upgrade. And now Crutch is gonna basically tell us that yeah, those are some crazy ladies right there, man. So that's some stealing business. So yeah, it looks like they left us a nice little gift. Yep. So now we can go and use that to actually go propel through the water. Now, for the most part, at the very beginning of like the little sunken underwater level part of this, it's a little bit nice. But then later on, things start getting a little bit more ridiculous because at some point we are going to have to go through some mines, which that's going to be really bad. You kind of have to watch out for you not to get hit by those. And also too, there is one particular part of this area that is going to be becoming a little bit like Wario Land 4 kind of. And yeah, now I'm kind of figuring out how the controls of this kind of works. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out if there's like an option menu or something to figure out like how this kind of works. But I believe you actually have to use your R and your L buttons to kind of use the drilling function for it. So yeah, so if you guys can go and kind of probably tell, we kind of have to use our R button and kind of using that to kind of guide us forward. Now there is also reversing as well too, but it's not really all that too helpful here in the water to just go in reverse. So it's better off to just go and just kind of use the R button a little bit more. And so far, there's nothing really I think that's too special right now, but if you actually head up back over this way up here, it will actually take you back up to the up part of where that boss battle was at. And we don't really need to really go and worry about that right now. So we kind of have to go and head over to the far left-hand side, and that should basically take us over to the next destination that is going to be happening from here for the time being. But I'm actually really happy that we actually do have at least 2 of the extra energies for the time being, because like that's just really helpful, because then we don't have to worry about trying to get ourselves completely knocked out by the next type of boss that actually does happen. Because I was really scared during the one previous boss fight with the possessed statue that I thought we were going to get ourselves a little bit of a game over, and I don't know if we actually did during the last episode. I don't know if we got ourselves like a full-on actual game over from before. I think I kind of put a stop to that. I think during the time being of that episode, just for me to kind of go and make sure exactly what I was kind of getting myself involved with there. So now I'm just kind of figuring out exactly where we have to go to now. And apparently there is a way that's going across through this way here. And that actually takes us right back to the very beginning. So yeah, if you guys remember, when we got ourselves a little bit stuck here, we couldn't really go and do anything too much about with that water, but now we can actually go and kind of check around this side now. Now there is going to be some enemies down in here at some point as well, not just only just the mines, but there's going to be some of these annoying fish out here as well, but they really should be all that too much of a problem, because as long as you line up your drill properly, they really should give you all that too much of a hard time. So yeah, now this part can get a little bit tricky as well too, just because of just trying to line everything up, but hey, got ourselves our second gear, so let's go and pick up with that. Now the third gear is a little bit further away from our time in this level. But there's also another enemy that's like kind of like a starfish, and you kind of have to be careful of those guys as well, because they'll kind of be a little bit like those enemies from like Legend of Zelda, like like Link's Awakening, where like if you get a little bit too close up to those guys, they would kind of like suck you up into like this type of black void, and like you'll be able to get like a lot of damage taken from you. That's kind of like what's going to happen here in Drill Dozer, so you kind of have to watch out for those guys. But they will happen a little bit somewhat soon here. But yeah, I've got more of these annoying fishes. But again, these guys are really not that much of a problem. They're kind of like the cheap-cheeps of this game. They're not all that too much of a problem, as long as you just go and kind of dodge around them as best as you can. Yep, got some more of this crumbly type of blocks going on. But again, we could be able to go and bust those down pretty quickly there. So let's go and check and see how much time that we actually do have. Oh, we're almost getting close to the end time out here. There's only like like a little around 5 more minutes to go through within this episode, and then we can call it a day. Now these guys, you have to be a little bit careful, because these can also do damage as well too with the annoying spikes that are here. But we can get some extra more coins from there, and get ourselves another fish to go and get knocked out. Nice. And now I think we're getting pretty much close to the one part of the area that I'm not going to be really liking all that too much. Because I think we are going to be meeting up with those starfish guys here soon, I want to say. Yeah, because we just have to go up through here for a little bit. Now there's going to be a lot of spikes here. Yeah, this part could get a little bit tricky too. All you have to do is just kind of make sure that you just kind of use your gliding function around here for this one. And that's kind of like your big huge bread and butter here for this. Because one fatal mistake and you'll pretty much get yourself a little bit injured. Not like a complete game over, but get yourself a little bit injured from here. Alright, so now you have to go through this part there. Knock out on the statue, but get some extra coins along there. Yeah, I just kind of had to just take a little bit of damage anyways, but it's alright. Because here we go, got ourselves the next part of the water sunken ruins of our time here. I just love that so much. I just love how like Jill kind of has like a little bit of a submarine type of mask. It just kind of looks a little bit adorable. Yeah, so here's the starfish guys. So now I'm trying to figure out how this is supposed to work. So yeah, apparently what you have to go and do with these guys is that you kind of have to go the opposite direction of when they start trying to literally start to bring you forward. Because when they start to bring you forward, you kind of have to go backwards, and then that's how you kind of make them a little bit tired out. Yeah, and then that's what I was thinking about, like just literally saving at this point, because I didn't want to have to get myself a game over at this exact same stage. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on getting myself injured for a little bit, but at some point I'll figure this out. I maybe should have probably edited out this part here for a little bit, because I don't know how long this is going to be. But at some point I will start to figure out how this is supposed to be. Oh, there we go. I think I'm starting to figure it out now. Yeah, so if you keep on doing it like that, now he gets really tired. And let's go and knock out this wannabe starfy out of here. So see you later, dude. Already knocked him out, and we can go and keep on moving forward now. Yeah, now there's going to be like another one at some point here where we kind of have to kind of watch out for this guy, because I believe now he starts to go up and down a little bit. But yeah, so even if he wants to try and like literally try to suck up that block, it's not going to happen, because he's not like Kirby, man. Oh, so yeah, unfortunately got myself injured again, but not to worry, because we already kind of figured this out from before. So just go and run, make him tired, and then go for the knockout here. And just like that, already went and totally knocked out that other starfish there for the time being. Yeah, now this is where the mines start coming into play here. Yeah, and they actually do a lot of damage, so you have to be really careful with these type of mines. So if you actually had enough energy health like I did, then you shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. But it does like a big massive chunk of damage, which is not fun at all. But at least I survived through that one though. Yeah, because I think I start to survive a little bit throughout here and not to get myself too injured throughout that. Yeah. And now we can go right through this little pathway though. And this will now take us into like a little bit of a Wario Land type of level that I kind of already brought up from before. And the reason why that this kind of feels a little bit like Wario Land 4 is because of these annoying bubbles here. Because if you ever go and touch those type of bubbles like in the Wario Land game, it will actually like kind of push you back into like one of the other previous directions. So now I'm trying to figure out like, oh, well maybe if I go and shoot myself across to maybe through that way, maybe I can kind of figure out like maybe there's like a secret or something. But no secret, unfortunately, not for here. But I know that there's a whole bunch of other different areas that I think are around here, which I haven't really checked out all that too much. I think there's actually a fork in the road here at some point where all these bubbles are at, that there is going to be like another like area that I just never really got to check out yet, and I think that could have probably at least hold it out on a secret. But for right now, we're just going to kind of spin our way over to this direction, and I think with all that being said, we are now in the cuffs of this annoying part here. So yeah, this one you kind of have to watch out for all the currents of water, because one annoying move and you're just going to be kind of stuck like this for a while. Yeah, and unfortunately we kind of have to go around through that annoying part again. But you kind of have to time out on when you have to use your on using your drilling part here. And just like that, you just use it in the second gear and you manage to get on out of there. Nice. Okay. Now, I believe I just kind of just go and just head down the other pathway. Yeah, that's right there, that way there. It seems like through that current is that it kind of pushes you out into that direction anyways, so we kind of have to find another way to reach on over to that destination from then. Ouch, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, had to take a damage from the mine there. But not to worry, because what we're going to do is that we're just going to kind of break on down here with this gear, and that is how we're going to go and end off this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace!